E aí, malandragem? Como é que vocês estão? Bom, primeiramente, gostaria de dizer muitíssimo, muitão obrigado, né, pelas pessoas que estão me ajudando aqui a crescer, né, na plataforma, no canal. Muito obrigado mesmo aos novos inscritos que todo dia chega gente nova. Obrigado àqueles que já estão comigo aqui há vários meses, né? E sempre estão me ajudando, me dando força aqui nos comentários, com os likes, compartilhando os vídeos, colocando o seu ponto de vista, né, para estar fortalecendo sempre aqui o canal e fazendo com que ele cresça. Obrigado, alcançamos a nossa meta do mês de agosto, né, de 800 inscritos. Eu agradeço muito a geral, agradeço mesmo de coração, né? Nós poderíamos ter chegado aos 800 inscritos muito antes, né? Pois em julho fiquei 3 semanas sem fazer nada com a plataforma, então nesse mês de tempo poderia ter entrado muito mais gente. Mas estou feliz e satisfeito, porque cumprimos a meta e ainda faltam 9 dias para o final do mês. Então, né, possivelmente vamos ter aí mais algumas pessoas, né, se inscrevendo no canal. Espero, né? E com certeza várias pessoas já estarão saindo do canal. So thank you very much, guys, for all of you who are helping me here in this channel, for all of these times you guys are spending for these past months, come and watching whatever I'm doing here, you know, having a laugh with me. Thanks for your comments, thanks for the likes you guys been putting the page. It really means a lot to me. Okay, I really appreciate that. And of course, successful goal, we have 800 subscribers plus already before the end of the month. So thank you very much, all of you who are part of this project. Thank you very much, you all who shared the videos, who are here on the chat. Thank you very much for the likes you guys leave here, supporting me all the way. Really means a lot to me, guys. I really appreciate it. And yes, so 800 people done. Thank to all of you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to talk about here today is, some people are asking me to talk a little bit about capoeira and what does capoeira mean? Why do I train capoeira? Is this a martial art? Is this a dance? What benefits we can get out of the capoeira? Well, what I believe is, any kind of sport is good to keep your health, okay? Physical and mental health. That's what I believe, because this is what been helping me in all of these years that I'm practicing sports, martial arts in all sorts, okay? Now, I hear people mention to me, right, but I don't see what you are doing as a proper martial art, that you could go for a combat, you know, you could really go into the ring and could fight and could see potential in this martial art that you practice. Right. I don't even know what to tell you. You know, I don't know how can I put it on the way. Capoeira is not only for the fight. Capoeira is something what I bring into my entire life. This is what took me away from Brazil and allowed me to travel around the world. Okay, leading workshops, practicing, competing. This is something what I've been practicing for the past 34 years. So this is my culture. This is my martial art. I cannot say it will be effective for every single person who will practice it. Okay? If you want to become a teacher, if you want to become a fighter, if you want to put capoeira on your system as your main martial art, I can say to you straight away, there is no such of a thing which this is the best martial art ever in the world. There is no such of a thing. And every martial art has its own traditions, fundamentals, principles, and if you want to learn, doesn't matter what, Muay Thai, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, Kung Fu, you name it, it All will depend on you. How much do you dedicate your time to progress in what you're practicing? What a lot of people they don't understand before they start practicing something, they say, right, I want to learn how to fight. I want to learn how to be a good fighter, a great fighter. I don't want to be getting beaten up on the street by anyone. This is not the purpose of the martial art. Martial art is about discipline. It's about respect. It's about how good it can be for you. It's like a philosophy of life you choose for yourself. No, it depends how much you dedicate yourself into it. It will lead you in different paths in your life. I know a lot of great martial artists. They will never become a master on martial arts. But I know a lot of masters in martial arts. They are not skilled anymore because they got to the point when they are a master because they lived a life training, dedicating themselves into it. And now they got to the point when you can go to them and look for the wisdom, not only for the combat. This is what people mistakes a lot when you see an old master and you say, well, this guy knows nothing, or this guy can't even move, this guy cannot even punch or kick properly, or he's not flexible. I hear that every single day, people talking. Mainly the young students of martial arts. And one thing what people should not do, but they do it a lot, they do not respect the other people's opinion, about what they do. Because everyone wants to prove the point. They want to prove they are stronger than others. They want to prove they are the better than others. When martial arts has nothing to do with it. Okay? People judge me for the place where I'm training. Because this environment here is my working place. And then people tend to tell me, well, if you want to train, you have to go to a specific place like a gym, a dojo, or wherever you can train properly. Well, whenever I'm gonna need to use my skills, this is the sort of environment I am. I can just be walking on the street, I can be here at work, I can be in the yard, I can be anywhere. This is the place where I'm gonna have to put my skills not on practice, but to make it be effective. Okay. Now, capoeira is good for fight. Yes. Capoeira is good for self-defense. Yes. Capoeira is good for attack and defense. Yes. Capoeira is good for what? Capoeira is a martial art. Now, I have to agree with a lot of people when they say, well, but I see these things it looks like a dance. I don't see how you would defeat anyone using this, what you are doing there. Guys, we need to understand a point. Look, if I'm training self-defense, I'm not going to show you what I'm doing to protect myself. Otherwise, you already know my techniques. You'll know how to escape from me. Whatever I'm going to be practicing, it's going to be something I'm doing for myself. It's my secret. It's the way I train it. It's the way I prevent it to get hurt. Now, when I come here and I do some kicks, sometimes I'm just here, look, playing around, doing some kicks, doing some moves. Do you really believe I'm gonna go into a fight and I'm gonna be just wait for the person here and then I'm gonna go like, really? A lot of people, that's what they believe. A lot of people, they believe because you show one movement, you can come around and turn. That's how you're gonna act in a fight space. People don't realize. But when I say people, I'm talking about those kind of people who never been involved in a proper fight, in a proper street fight. Because one thing is training to make money, okay? If you want to train to make money, it's completely different than train for survival, okay? What I mean about training to make money? Going for competitions, okay? I don't know how you get paid. I don't know how much you would get paid in these days to go for a proper competition. But there is some money in it. There is some prize in it, But what is worse? The pride of the fighters, because they believe they are the kings of the world. And they believe nobody can beat me up, and then you go with all of this anger and fury. People can do it, of course. If that is what they want to do to make the profession out of it. fair enough, that's what you need. You do what you need to do, but you need to keep inside of your mind. Not every single fighter in the world, they want to fight in competitions. Not every single person who trains martial art, they want to go to the ring or to the cage or wherever just to compete with other people. I don't like competing to anyone. I don't like to go, and sometimes I like to spar with some of my friends from different sorts of martial arts. I like to get there. Right, guys, what we're gonna do? We're just gonna train. We're gonna mark points. We're just gonna see how not how good we are, but how can we, act when you get other situations on the street and people from different martial arts. How can we act? How can we attack? How can we defend? So yeah, I do practice more than one martial art. I only talk about capoeira because that's the main thing which I've been training for almost my entire life. I do practice other things which I don't show people. I don't teach others. I just keep that for myself. Okay? Because the idea of me training is not to prove to the world, look how good, how fast, how much power I have. I am not making money out of it. It's much dollar. Oh, thanks for that, buddy. How you doing? Awesome. How you keeping, brother? I hope you all guys are having a great day. Hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day too, my man. Thank you very much for being part of it again. Thanks for passing by. And all of you guys, please, if you can leave your like, you can subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. And if you want to ask anything about capoeira, if I know the answer, I will answer you. If I don't know, I might lie. But give this guy a chance to grow the channel. Okay. So yeah, most of the times when I train myself, I won't show that to people. I will not let people see my techniques. What I want to show people, I want people to see what I'm doing. You look. I want you to know I practice something. Now, I'll show you something. This is what I do while I'm here in this environment. That's how I train. Balance and flexibility. That's the two mainly things I train and I show people. I will not do a training when I show people my proper techniques, where I hit, the pressure points, trigger points. I'm not gonna show people how to tear the muscles, how to boost ligaments and tendons. Okay, I'm not gonna show exactly my power and my speed, because one day I might need it against people who are watching my videos. So why in the God name do I want you to know about my skills? What I want to show you is something to attract you into what I'm doing. For example, this kick in capoeira calls chapa, which is you use that in all different sorts of martial arts. Chapa is a simple way, twisting, lifting, and kicking. Now I can show you guys this kick in 1, 2, 3, 5 different ways of making this kick. What's the point? It matters only to me if I have to use that kick. I am the one who needs to know how many times I need to practice that kick to make it become unpredictable and unstoppable. Okay? Because it's easy. Look, I'm looking at you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and look. Ah, fair enough. That's how he kicks. So whenever he kicks, I can grab the leg. I can just pull him. I can just stop him. I can escape and move away. Guys, the only thing I'm doing here is lifting my leg and holding the balance. Do you really believe I'm going to kick someone and then I'm going to hold my foot in there, waiting for the person to grab my foot, take me down, break my leg, break my arm? No. But what is the idea of doing that kick? Because if I'm here and I just go like, you don't even know what I'm doing. You just see the leg going up, there's an attack there. You don't know the posture, you don't know where I put my foot, you don't know how I'm kicking it. You don't know if I'm using my heel, if I'm using the ball of the foot, if I'm using the full sole. What I want to say about that kick is control. Is the balance. Where I can put the kick. How can I manipulate that kick? How can I manipulate my body? What is the balance I have which I can use that kick? And I can simply turn. Oh, turn slowly. I can kick and I can just turn around and move and do whatever I want. No, I'm not saying I'm gonna use it in a fight. I'm not telling you this is what I'm doing when I'm gonna attack you, okay? Humpy rolls. Rapaz, como é que você tá, malandragem? Aqui, nego teta. Como é que você tá, irmãozinho? Tudo na paz? Aqui, nego teta, chegando daquele jeitão. Aquele jeitão doido. Como é que você tá, irmão? Tudo na paz? Sim, sou brasileiro, sou paranaense, sou do sul do Brasil. Venho de uma cidade muito pequena do interior do estado do Paraná, chamada Arapoti, que quer dizer Campos Floridos. E por aqui estamos, né? Eu saí do Brasil no dia 11 de novembro de 2006, em direção à cidade de York, na Inglaterra, onde eu resido até o dia de hoje. Então, daqui, rapaz, o tempo está passando, daqui 3 meses, lá se vão 19 anos de Inglaterra. Então, pelo menos para dar uma rabiscadinha no inglês ali, a gente precisa, né? Pelo menos para disfarçar, para contar umas mentiras, umas modas aí, a gente tem que, né, inventar, ou fazer de conta que o inglês é bom, pelo menos para tentar agradar a galera. Bem demais. Minha primeira luta foi a capoeira. Que massa, velho. Que bom. E você é de onde? Fala um pouco sobre você. Jânio, how you doing, Jânio? Como é que você tá, irmão? Tudo na paz também? Espero que Deus esteja abençoando o seu dia, sua família, e que todos aí, a vida de todo mundo, na verdade, espero que vocês estejam todos bem, né? Então, pratico a capoeira há 34 anos, pratico outras artes também, as quais, por motivos de força maior e motivos óbvios, eu não ensino. Eu não ensino, algumas artes ainda estou aprendendo, né? Então a capoeira é meu carro forte, a capoeira é onde eu levo mais, mas também sou praticante de outras artes marciais, né? Voltadas para a defesa pessoal. Vai, JC! JC, how you doing, motherfucker? I hope you are good, I hope you are well, how you keeping, buddy? Pratiquei a capoeira e agora estou na musculação e jiu-jitsu. Massa, velho, que show de bola! Moro no Brasil, mas estava morando na França. Poxa, muito bom, velho, muito bom. Get back to work, nego teta. I'll try. The only problem is I already finished work about 3 hours ago and there's nothing else to do. So I'm just gonna come here and talk to you guys, of course, and do a little bit of exercise, practicing a bit. Mas na volância da giga, da brincadeira. Jiu-jitsu. I did practice jiu-jitsu a little bit, not a lot, back on the days, but I did practice Japanese jiu-jitsu, not Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Back on the days. I did practice judo, but I don't get me wrong and don't understand me wrong. I like it. I don't have the time to go and practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. A lot of friends of mine, they are going for it and they are training it now. Okay. For me, Jiu-Jitsu, first I would not have the money because it's absolutely expensive around here, to train Jiu-Jitsu. When I say expensive, it's very expensive. Second, I don't really like people getting too close to me, I really don't like the fact when in a combat with someone grabbing me and take me down. I really don't like this physical contact, people, taking downs. On the sense of the fight, I'm not talking about in competition, I'm not talking about for the self-coordination, I'm talking about the learning new skills because I know how effective Jiu-Jitsu is. It's just, for me, it does not apply much because as I said, I come from a very small place back in Brazil, which now I think is about 25,000 people living there. But 20 years plus, it was much smaller than what it is right now. And all the time, we had like situations on the street. It's not that I was fighting people all the time, but it is a very small place. So most of the times, I was on the wrong place at the wrong time. When a fight is breaking, there is nothing to do with me, but everybody started fighting around. You just need one person to throw the first punch, and everybody else was just like proper animals. So most of the times, what people were doing, they were grabbing stones, bricks, piece of wood, and they were attacking you with everything what they had in their hand. Okay. Of course, a lot of people they had guns, but it was more about the fight itself. So, I remember I've lost few friends. When I say few friends, a lot of friends. I wouldn't say close friends, but mates, people who I trained with back on the days when we were children, or people who I knew, from the neighborhood. When they have like a fight on the street, what happens? You just need to grab someone on the street, and you'd get stabbed. Each time you are laying a hand into someone was pulling a blade against you. So these all the time push me off of getting to be too close to people. And because I was so afraid of the weapons, I just realized, right, the only way I'm going to lose my fear from the weapons is I need to learn how to manipulate weapons. That's why I moved into martial arts, in other sort of martial arts, to learn how to use weapons. Okay, that's why I don't show here, because I know some of you are a little bit immature and you may have strange and stupid ideas of trying to use that, which I don't want to have that on my mind. Thinking someone got hurt just because of something stupid. I tried to show here, and this person tried to use it. So not a chance. Whenever someone comes to my school, to my gym, and they say they want to learn martial arts, I ask them why. And then some people get surprised. Well, what do you mean? Some people want to come in and train with you, and you are asking why are they coming? I say, yes, exactly, because I know exactly what I'm doing inside my own school. I don't want people to have stupid and different ideas to come for the training and not be mature enough to understand what we do is martial arts, is a survival, is a way of living, is a way to protect yourself. And when you need to protect yourself, you must protect yourself big time. So I will teach you then how to manipulate weapons if you become these students. Of course, not on the first or second class. Probably you're just going to have some spasms, some pain, a lot of pain, because we train. It's going to be a lot of pain. But this is the sort of things you will never see me doing it here on internet. You're not gonna see me showing these kind of things on internet, because that's why we have the bloody school. You go to learn the techniques. You go to develop the techniques. You go to learn a philosophy, to learn discipline. Okay? That's why I only show my beginners class on Wednesday. But do you guys realize when I say I've been training for 34 years, in these 34 years of martial arts, 19 of them I am in England. And another 5 of them I was already teaching. I started teaching martial arts in 2002. I didn't start teaching it yesterday. When I started teaching martial arts, there's a lot of masters of capoeira who were not even born on that time yet. do you understand what I'm saying? There are people there 20, 25 years old, and they already carry the titles of masters. I just wonder, master of what? Master of what? To teach a martial art, you don't need to become a master. To make money with your art, with your sport, you don't have to be a master. But the word master, the name master became so unpopular. Everybody, no, I'm a master. Oh, I'm a teacher. There are no more students in capoeira. I'm talking about capoeira, I'm not talking about other stuff. I'm talking about capoeira specifically. There is no more students in capoeira, because everywhere where you go, oh, hey, how you doing? And then people, even before, they're going to say their names. They're going to give the title. Well, I am instructor. I am formado. I am graduado. I am this. I'm a teacher. I'm a master. Done. There are no more students. Everybody has a title in capoeira. Every single person. So it's very hard to understand what's happening around the world. And there's a lot of people, they learn something in their school and they believe that That's the real truth about capoeira, and they can do and they can say anything what they want all around the world. And you have to respect them because they are the ones saying. Well, my master said, I am a professor and my group is huge. There is schools of my group all over the world, so whatever I'm doing, I am right. I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time come from places. Let's put the modest on the side. Yeah, I'm talking about capoeira here. I'm talking about something what I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about capoeira only when I enter the gym to train in there. I teach capoeira for the past 23 years. And I'm just a simple person who don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. Because just to keep up with things I learned back on the days is hard enough. So I don't understand how every single day you can create a new movement and say, well, this is done. That is just no way to follow what is happening in the environment of capoeira nowadays. And I hear a lot of teachers and masters saying, right, what I do today, I don't teach what I learned back in the days because there was too much violence, and capoeira is not about violence, capoeira is about it's about this. No, this is about you making money. We need to put that on that point. You became a professional in martial art, you want to make money, that's what you're going to do. You are not much interested in about how your culture will go. You're not worried about if you're a student will learn what you are teaching them today. You don't give a shit. You only care about him coming back the day after tomorrow, next week, next month, and if possible for the next 20 years into your school. And then when he opens his own school, you're going to take a percentage of that money he's making there, and he will take you there and he's going to pay you a fortune. That's what people are doing in these days about capoeira. They don't give you a thing about if you are learning anything in capoeira. They don't care. They simply don't care. Let me just go back to the Portuguese. Então, gente, quando eu falo assim um pouco da capoeira, né, não quer dizer que eu pratique apenas a capoeira. Mas a capoeira é meu carro forte, entendeu? A capoeira, vamos dizer, é aquela junta de cavalo assim, ó, que está puxando todo aquilo que eu trago junto comigo, dentro da cultura brasileira, entendeu? Então a capoeira é minha linha de frente. É através da capoeira que eu fui conhecer outras coisas da cultura brasileira. Agora, eu não precisei ir para a escola para aprender capoeira. E quando eu cheguei no grupo do qual eu faço parte hoje, eu já era capoeirista. E quem andou comigo na rua sabe. Quem andou comigo na rua sabe de onde vem a minha arte, de onde eu aprendi, aonde eu treinei, quem me ensinou. A cultura eu já aprendi dentro da minha própria casa. Entendeu? A única coisa que eu fui aprender lá fora foi simplesmente a física, foi a movimentação corporal. Porque para estar praticando o que eu pratico hoje, eu me ralei muito lá atrás. Eu me fudi muito. Ó, eu me lasquei muito mesmo, tá? Então hoje as pessoas olham para mim assim e falam, o que você está fazendo talvez esteja errado, porque esse não é o ambiente onde você deveria estar treinando. Você precisa de um chãozinho macio, precisa de umas almofadas, precisa estar aqui, colocar um berimbau aqui, aí você tem que colocar um pandeiro aqui, tem que colocar um banco, tem que colocar uma modinha, tem que colocar uma música. Não, gente, eu pratico a capoeira para mim, eu treino para mim, eu gosto de me educar e reeducar dentro do ambiente da capoeira. Entendeu? Então a capoeira, ela me fez entender que essa coisa que o pessoal briga muito dentro da cultura dos povos pretos, de falar o tempo todo, tá falando de racismo, de proteger as pessoas, de proteger isso, de proteger aquilo, isso é tudo balela, isso é tudo conversa. Isso aí, ó, ninguém tá interessado, a única coisa que tá interessada é ganhar dinheiro com isso, entendeu? Ficar famoso e tal. A realidade do pretão mesmo, ele só quer ser respeitado. É isso, entendeu? Agora, as pessoas vão ver isso da forma que elas querem. É como eu estava falando na aula ontem. Quando as pessoas falam, porque os nossos tataravós sofreram na escravidão e não sei o quê, então é uma dívida perpétua que o governo tem conosco, que não sei o quê. Eu não tenho dívida com ninguém. Quem me deva, quem me pague aqui. Quem deveu para os meus antepassados pagassem a eles. Eu não quero herança de nada. Eu quero fazer por mim hoje. Eu quero estar aqui. Eu não quero usar o nome daquelas pessoas que sofreram, que foram sacrificadas, que chibata, que estão... Para quê? Para eu ganhar dinheiro em cima do sofrimento deles e falar que eu estou lutando contra o racismo, que estou lutando contra a opressão de um sistema. Eu estou aqui, ó. Eu vivo uma anarquia desde pequeno. Por quê? Sempre foi eu por mim. O sistema nunca me defendeu, nunca me ajudou em nada. Tirou dinheiro. A única coisa que o sistema faz é tirar dinheiro dos meus impostos. Para quê? Para pagar para outras pessoas dizerem que estão protegendo a minha raça, estão protegendo a minha crença, estão protegendo os meus interesses. Não, os meus interesses quem protege sou eu. Quem corre atrás do que eu quero sou eu. Não preciso de ajuda de absolutamente ninguém. A capoeira me permitiu enxergar que as pessoas elas vão te usar de todas as formas. Elas vão virar você assim pelo avesso. Ninguém está nem aí com a sua dor, ninguém se preocupa com o seu dia a dia. Estamos dizendo, olha, agora estamos aqui para ajudar você, porque daqui a 6 meses você vai ter oportunidade de fazer trabalhos que talvez seus antepassados nunca tiveram. E eu tô pouco me fudendo que meus antepassados fizeram, velho. Oxe. Agora, quem são meus antepassados? Os meus antepassados são aqueles que, pelo menos, que eu conheci. Minha avó, meus avós, minhas avós. Papai, mamãe. Papai e minha mãe não, porque estão vivos. Agora, a minha ancestralidade, aí já é uma outra coisa. Aí já é uma outra conversa que não tem nada a ver com esse plano físico. Tem a ver com a ancestralidade. É uma coisa que está lá atrás. E aonde eu preciso voltar no tempo, comigo mesmo, para refletir o que está acontecendo comigo, o porquê que isso está acontecendo comigo, porque muita gente que está lá atrás, hoje em dia são reverenciados, mas fizeram um monte de unganga pelo mundo, fizeram um monte de merda. Não é todo mundo que viveu lá atrás, mas não, o cara morreu, todo mundo é bonzinho, depois que morre todo mundo fica bom. Eu fico puto com isso, velho. O cara fez nhaca a vida toda, não valeu uma cebalena, não valeu uma casca de ovo pisado no chão, morreu, virou santo. Morreu, vai pro céu. Morreu, tem que falar bem do cara para a alma dele poder descansar em paz. Pois se o cara não foi um cara que eu quero que se foda nos 15 dos infernos. Não vou passar pano para ninguém. Não desejo mal de ninguém. Agora, eu também não vou passar pano para alguém que só fez merda a vida toda, morreu, virou santo. Morreu, ficou bonzinho. Quem sou eu para julgar? Porque eu também um dia eu serei julgado pelas minhas próprias falhas. E eu acredito que o Criador, ele tá lá olhando, tá só aqui, ó, só de olho. E um dia eu vou ter que prestar conta daquilo que eu estou fazendo. Agora, enquanto eu puder viver aqui da melhor maneira possível, eu hei de viver. Agora, eu não vou ficar preso às coisas, às diásporas, às coisas do passado, eu não vou ficar preso, porque antigamente era... Antigamente! Quem vive de passado é museu. Eu não vivo de passado. Eu não vivo de passado. O que eu vivo é o presente. Eu vivo o presente. Agora, mas você cometeu um erro, eu cometi um erro lá atrás e paguei, mas eu cometi um erro num presente que existiu, entendeu? Existiu, aconteceu, cometi um erro, no outro dia teve a consequência do erro, acabou. Agora, eu tenho que lembrar do passado de uma forma para não cometer aqueles erros de novo, mas eu preciso viver agora. Esse é o momento que eu estou vivendo. Eu não vou viver 20 anos atrás. Eu não vou treinar como eu treinava 20 anos atrás. Eu vou treinar como eu treino agora. Eu vejo o mundo como o mundo está agora. A tecnologia que chegou agora. Eu não vou ver o mundo dos anos 70, dos anos 80, que tinha um Atari para jogar videogame. Se eu quero jogar videogame, eu vou ter que jogar o videogame que está acontecendo hoje. Qual que é o videogame da moda? Eu não sei. Não acompanho. Futebol. O povo fala de futebol. Como que você é brasileiro e não gosta de futebol? Não gosto. E aí? Sou brasileiro, não gosto de futebol. Assista, acontecendo, tá rolando uma página de futebol ali, eu vou, por quê? Porque os amigos estão reunidos, a gente vai trocar uma ideia, vai conversar. Agora, de futebol eu não entendo cabaça, não faço ideia do que está acontecendo. Agora, se eu for sentar ali, num momento de distração, se eu não tiver nada mais importante para fazer, aí eu sento. Se estiver passando futebol, eu tô olhando. Agora dizer que hoje à noite, 9 horas da noite, vai ter um jogo lá, e é fulano contra não sei quem, porque é o maior rival, porque vai valer isso, que vai valer aquilo. Rapaz, eu vou assistir um filme. Entendeu? Se acontecer de tiver em um ambiente que esteja passando futebol ali, então aqui, pega uma cervejinha, trocando ideia com um amigo meu aqui, tá? Agora, eu me dedicar, perder meu tempo com isso ali, não, porque tem que ser. Não, eu não vou. Agora, também não vou, né, ridicularizar e não vou questionar quem gosta de futebol. Porque é o gosto do cara. Eu gosto de capoeira. O cara gosta de futebol. Então, cada um na sua praia. Agora, se o cara, não, eu gosto de futebol, vamos assistir comigo. Ele, pô, beleza, vamos sentar ali e tal. Uma outra oportunidade, olha, tá rolando uma capoeira em tal lugar ali, você quer ir lá sentar, participar, né? Não precisa nem participar, mas só, né, olhar o que está acontecendo ali no ambiente, tomar uma cervejinha também, descontrair. É isso. É assim que eu tento viver meu dia. Esse ways on... How you doing? Have a good day, bro. What you love. Thanks for that, bro. Really appreciate it. You know, guys. So that's what I see. I don't judge people because I am an absolute a nobody in this world. Now, I can see what is happening around and I can decide if I want to be part of what is happening around me or not. Okay, I can decide if in the environment where people are training capoeira here, does it meet my standards? No. Well, there's a competition somewhere. Would you go? Yeah, I can go. I can watch. I can hold the instrument. Well, would you compete? No, I'm not competing. Well, would you bring your students to compete? No, because what we train is not for competition. We don't train for competition. We do train for the physique, for the health, to learn the culture. Okay, whenever we are training, we like to explore what the human body can do in its form, as an art form. Now, when you have an individual in front of you trying to take me down, he will take me down, but he's coming with me, big time. If I have someone trying to hurt me, probably they will, okay, because he has the intention of hurting me. He has the intention of attacking me. And probably he will succeed doing it. But I'm not a punch bag. He will hurt me, but he will have it back. That's what I train for. So I don't mind if I'm playing capoeira with someone in the moment of the festivities, when you are just enjoying, the dance, the music, the choreography, the time we're going to spend in there, have a nice meal afterwards, have some drinks afterwards, socializing. This is a social. We're just getting together to celebrate something. We're not getting together to start, smashing people and then sending people to hospitals. That's not what we train for. That's not what we're doing among ourselves when we are in a capoeira environment, in a capoeira meeting. Now, once you step out of the door, whatever you learned inside, you have to put it in practice if someone is coming to attack you. And if you have to protect yourself, you will have to protect yourself because things out there is ugly, okay? Things on the streets, they are absolutely ugly. You're gonna meet someone holding a piece of stick. A man carrying a weapon, he intends to use it. So if you see someone walking towards you with a piece of stick on hand, not for 1 second, put on your mind, right, maybe he's just trying to scare me. Bollocks. If someone is walking towards you with a weapon, the person intends to use it. So what is the first thing what you need to do? Turn around and run. Run for your life. But maybe it's nothing to do with me. Well, if someone wants to hit you, they're not going to come into you and say, oh, look, I have a piece of stick. I'm going to break that in your head. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to break your collarbone. I'm going to stick that on your spleen, on your pancreas. I'm going to fuck you up. People will not say that to you. People will not. People simply use it. Now, problem. You don't know if the person knows how to use it. Of course, if the person is coming, this is like, probably he does not know how to use it properly on the effective way. He's gonna hit you once and it's gonna be a dead body. No, this motherfucker who does not know how to use that shit is gonna come to you and it's gonna come like 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and it's gonna be there kicking. Because if a person knows how to use that, it's gonna one smash on the right place. There's no need to be like a clown around hitting people all the time. Or you can just get the collarbone, get the neck, it's a blade. Fine. Depends what people wants to do to you. Just draw with the blade around you. Now, when you see someone holding a stick, what is the sensible thing to do? Well, when they come to me, I'm going to put my arm there, I'm going to block it, then I'm going to grab the person. Yeah, bollocks. It does not work like that. Real life is not a Hollywood movie. When you see the sword coming, and then people... and they stop. This is the real world. Something's going to come to you, it will come. It will go through. Or do you really think the sword is coming and you... the blade is there, and then you put it down and... Whoa! No. If someone wants to use it against you, they will use to make it harm, to take your life away. So it's up to you if you want to take for a fight. But what I let people know is, if you come to attack someone with that, consider yourself also dead. Because if the other person knows how to take it away from you, they're going to use it against you. That's what I teach my students. Do not buy a fight. Do not go for it whatsoever. Mainly because we are all old, guys. When I say my students, people think I'm teaching 10 years old, 11 years old, 15 years old. There's one boy, and he's 16 now. There are kids class. My students, they teach kids, they teach teenagers. I don't. My students, they are all good over 30 years old, 40 years old. So we don't have that time to go out on the nightclub to impress girls anymore. We're not walking around town, showing off our skills, just going doing black flips on the middle of the street to attract people. We don't even do performance on the street to attract more students. I don't want that. I don't want to fill my school with 10, 15, 20 students. If I have 4 or 5 people in there who are really want to dedicate themselves to learn something what I have to teach, that's what I want. And in the past 19 years, there is only 6 people who stayed in 19 years. 19 years. 19 years teaching Capoeira. Only 6 people managed to stay. 2 women, 1 and 4 boys, of course. So, well, my maths is going mad as well. So, do you really care? Do you think I really care if it's going to be 100 people come to my class today, telling you what to do? Well, we're here to train today, putting everybody into uniforms. And then I'm going to be teaching the same bloody kick to this person for 20 years. And after 20 years, the person is not even able to use that kick in a situation when it requires to use it. No, thank you very much. After 7 years, I want people out of my school. After 7 years training hard, and I'm telling you, we train hard. I want people out. I want them to go and meet the world and see what's happening out there. I want them back into my gym once a month, once every 2 months, so we can work on it. Because in the God names, if you are training for 7 bloody years, every single day, training the skills, training the techniques and everything else, I want you to go and disappear and go and find out if that what I taught you will be useful. If not, come back and I'll tell you what you make it wrong. But I see people training like 20 years later, 30 years later. Why? Because people are getting old. So that was a technique when they were fit enough to learn how to kick properly. That was the kick. And they couldn't do it. In 20 years' time, do you think they're going to make it? If they start when they're 10 years old, probably. 20 years old, probably. In 20 years old, they're going to keep doing that. But if I want you to learn how to do this kick only, look. But in 20 years' time, I want you to do. In 30 years' time, I want you to That's what I want. I want you to train. I don't want to have students in my school just to give them the money. I make the money outside. I make the money here in my work, in my job, what I'm doing outside. I have 5 professions. That's where I make my money. So I don't need to corrupt myself saying, right, if you pay me enough money, I'll teach you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. But if you walk inside my gym, you will have to train. Oh, the door is there. The way out. You guys have no idea how many students I have invited them out of my school in all of these years. People walk in, what do you want? I want to learn how to fight, get out. Not interested. Well, I'm paying you, I don't need your money. I don't need people's money for martial arts. That's why I have my job. That's why I can choose who will be part of my school, who will carry the name of my teachers. I don't give a damn about me. If people will say, well, that's my teacher, and people will say, well, he's a bit mad, he's crazy. I don't care what people talk about me. I don't care how people... I am the one traveling around and teaching this shit. It's become a pain in the ass, become a proper shit, because everywhere where you go, the capoeira is gone. It has disappeared because everybody now, they like to sing, they like to train, they like to dress well. You know, the capoeira disappeared because when the situation gets into the roda and the games become a little bit more spice, people stop playing, they start fighting, and they don't even know how to fight because they leave the blood capoeira behind and they start going for jiu-jitsu, they start grabbing, they start going for boxing. Why don't you use the bloody capoeira into it? If you are such a good capoeira player, if you are such a good capoeirista, that's why I say I don't give a shit about what people think about me. In the world of the martial arts, capoeira is my front line. And if I have to use it, I will use it. I don't care what you guys think. I don't care what these capoeira masters think. I don't care about the opinion they have about me, about the environment where I train, or what I train, or what I teach, or who I am, or what I can do or not. I don't give a fuck. That's the reality. I don't. And I know people, they speak about me. In the United Kingdom, in the environment, yes, they do. A lot. A lot. The only problem is when I appear on the place, when I arrive, people shut them up. And that's the time when I want them to speak. That's when the time, when I'm there, I want you, okay, you can say whatever you want. You have something to say it on my face. Right now, right here. And don't worry, I'm not a dog to fight on the street. And I'm not a dog if you're gonna provoke me or swear at me or insult me. I'm gonna close my fist to fight against you. No, I just want people to have balls to say on my face what they say on my back when I'm not there. And then people say, well, you know what? It's up to you, because if you... Guys, don't do that. Don't. Because I had situations before. People say, well, right, well, you know, if there is no if. If I'm talking to you, it's a man-to-man, it's a one-to-one conversation. I want to find out what's happening. Why? Why are you talking about me? What have I done to you? Do I owe you money? Did I sleep with a woman? What am I doing? Why people, they have something to say about me? I'm not. I never give names. And I know about people's life in Capoeira here all over the place. Even if I start opening my mouth, I can shut schools just like that. Because I know the heads of the motherfucking groups. And that's what some people, they don't understand. Don't mistake me with these bitches which you meet around when you go out for a pint. Don't mistake me with these young lads you meet out there and they will be impressed with you just because you had a fight 20 years ago and you were a world champion. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you taught Muhammad Ali how to boxing. I don't care if you taught the family Grace how to do jiu-jitsu. I don't care if you taught Messi Bimba how to do capoeira. I don't give a damn about it. Do your job. Do your work. I'll do mine. Don't criticize what you don't know. You don't know where I come from. You don't know what I went through in my life to get to the place where I am right now. And a lot of these people there, they will say anything about me. All of these teachers, all of these masters. What they don't realize, I have students with their grade already. And if they were not good enough to learn from their masters, if they had a proper master, or just a dickhead taking money away from them and teaching them the most stupid things, what I see happening all the time. And all of these years, I don't understand how it happens. People train for 20 years and they still don't know the names of the movements, they don't know fuck about capoeira, about martial arts, but they know how to criticize others. Oh, they don't know the story. Oh boy, you know. To those who speaks about me, there you go, motherfuckers. Oh boy, and when I say traveling around the world with capoeira, it's a dream for a lot of people. Only few of us did it. Not because we were the best, not because we were unstoppable, not because, well, we had the money. A lot of people have the money. Yeah. I never want to leave my country. I never want to leave my land. I was invited to come here. I was paid to come here. When a lot of people, they are saying, oh, what you're doing, what you're doing is good for nothing. Well, I don't care if it's good for something or not. It was good for me. It took me from the countryside in Brazil, where I was getting beaten by the snakes all the time, when I was working in the fields. It took me from there and put me in the United Kingdom. It helped me to learn another 3 different professions. It helped me to learn another 3 different languages. It gave me a family, gave opportunities, gave me job, gave me money, gave me opportunities to travel around the world. If I wanted, I could travel anywhere, every single week. I could be in a different place, in a different country. I have invitations only for the month of August. I could have been in France, I could have been in Egypt, I could have been in Shanghai, I could have been in Australia. I have invitations coming all the time. There's 4 or 5 invitations coming a week for me to travel around. And then you're gonna ask, so what the hell are you doing? Why are you not traveling if you're that good? Why are you working as a coalman? Because I am getting old. I have a family to look after. I have a 5-year-old son. I have a wife. I have business. I have work. I have a life. I have peace. I traveled already. I did travel the world with capoeira. I'm doing next month. I'm going to Poland next month. It's just here. It's just around the corner. But why am I going there? Well, it's not a great trip. For me, it is because I'm going to see a friend. Because I can choose where I want to go. Because I'm not a bitch who goes for the money. I can go because I want to go there. I'm not going there because I'm getting paid. It's a friend of mine in Poland. I'm going to visit a friend on his event. I don't give a shit about getting paid. And I already have 3 classes to lead in there. And I'm talking about someone who I met in Spain, maybe 15, 16 years ago. A surgeon doctor who practiced Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, Capoeira, and his main job is he operates people. He's an orthopedist surgeon doctor. And I'm going to see this friend of mine, and we're going to train. So I'm going to see him because he's my friend, not because he's going to pay me for that shit. Because I'm not even getting paid. I bought my own ticket to go there. Like he buy his ticket to come to visit me here. You know? Now, if I have to go to America, a lot of people they ask me, oh, would you come to America? Of course I would go to America if we can agree on the prices. Don't think for 1 minute I'm going to leave home to do a long traveling, to be leading workshops there, classes, to fix a lot of shit what guys, they go there and they just make whatever they want for the money. Yeah, if I'm there, I want the money. Because if they are getting paid 5,000 to come to England or to go all over the world, well, it's 3 weeks I'm out of work. So if they are getting paid 5 grand, I want 7. Because I know what they are teaching. I know what they are doing out there. I know the shit I'm going to have to go there and fix. Would they pay me $7,000? Some people already offer that. What did I do? I went to Brazil on holiday. Last year, I already have an invitation to Hungary to go next year. So 3 years in advance, the guy was asking me to go there. New Zealand, there's an invitation 5 years ago to go to New Zealand in 2027. And then I'm just like, should I go here, there? Sometimes I don't even want to go to the next city of mine. There's capoeira everywhere. Every single weekend, there's capoeira happening here somewhere. Am I bothered? Can't be asked. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna train myself. I'm going home. I'm gonna work on my allotment. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna see my son growing. I'm gonna spend time with my family. But I'm gonna train. I'm gonna train like I do every single day. Now, for the good of just saying, well, but this guy spent 500 pounds, that guy spent 1,000 pounds, it's just some weekend, maybe it's worth going there and then you can relax for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm going to become, once again, a bloody bitch just after the blood money. So I truly can decide where I want to go, when I want to go. I can decide who I will teach. Not every single person who walks through the door of my gym will be taught by me. Not a chance. That's why most of my students, they are even older than I. I have maybe 2 students, they are younger than me. But my students, they are older than I. 10 years older. 5 years older. And now people are talking behind my back. Do I really give a shit about it? Do I really care about what people are saying about me? Oh dear me. Oh dear. And I see a lot of masters traveling now around. They are on the, I don't know, 60s, 70s, on the 80s. And some people say, oh, you see, look how a great example, that master, he's on his 70s and he's traveling around for capoeira and he's going here and he's going there and he's going to another country, to another continent. Yeah. How does it sound to all of you guys? Beautiful. That sounds like, yes, wow. 70 years old, and the guy is taking a plane, sometimes 12 hours on the plane. Sometimes the master needs to travel with another 2 or 3 people to look after his health, with a nurse. Sometimes he needs to stay overnight in the airport when there is cancellation on the flight. Sometimes he's starving, he just wants to go and lie down. Sometimes he just wants to use a private toilet. Sometimes he just wants to have a little bit of peace. But no, he cannot make it. Why? Because he's going for a bloody capoeira event in God knows how many thousand kilometers away, just because someone offered him 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. But people don't realize that's one trip he's gonna do in a year. And do you think he can survive with 8 or 10 grand? No, he cannot, because that to pay for the school, the gym, to feed the family, so the master will have to travel again in 2 months' time. Ill, not spending time with his family. Blood almighty, if I'm on my 70s, do you really think I'm going to be traveling around? I want people to come and see me if they want to learn something. Me, fuck it. I'm going to lie down on my hammock, and I'm going to be there, swinging in the hammock, enjoying. And someone will say, well, I would like to invite you to come to an event. Why? Oh, because I want to learn something from you and I can pass it to somebody else. Okay, how much you pay? Well, 5,000. So why don't you get this 5,000, buy yourself your ticket and come to see me, which probably you're going to spend less than 1,000, and then you can stay with me here for a week and I can teach you whatever you want in a week's time, and then you can go back and teach your bloody students that. How does it sound for you? That's what I want. I don't want to be 70 years old and traveling around for work. Fuck that shit. That's why this capoeira environment is such a piece of shit. Traveling around the world is for young kids. For people at my age, I'm still at the age when I can travel, 40 years old. We're going to be more than fine to travel around, I don't want to do that anymore. I can imagine people, when they are much older, doing all of that kind of shit. Hello, you are traveling around the world. Yeah, people start traveling around the world. What they see, well, we are Brazil. We are from the favelas, from the slum, we are this, we are that. Yes, but the first opportunity they have, they get away from Brazil. They disappear. They don't want to go back to Brazil. If they're so patriot, why don't they go back? Why I didn't go back? If such a lovely place to be and traveling around the world, because you have only one chance in your life. Make it happen. If you make it work, if you make it happen, probably you're going to have the second chance, the third chance, and then it will happen. If you screw on the first trip what you do, you're never going to have that chance again. You're fucked. And I've seen that in all of these past years in England. People traveling, young girls, young boys, kids traveling from Brazil, they have one chance, one opportunity to come to the United Kingdom to show their skills. What they do, they come here and they screw up big time, one first time. Do you know what does it mean? It means he will never get invited to come here. And because Capoeira is all over the world, if this person has influence in the world of Capoeira, like, sorry about my modesty, if they have a big name, I'm not talking about a big name like being very famous, but if they know people around in other countries, probably this person will not even go to the other countries, which possibly they could have done. So it's all about how you behave. It's all about what you are looking for, and if you screw it, you fucked. Now 19 years, I'm still here. And people still ask me, well, is this what you do good for MMA? I don't know. I don't practice MMA anymore. Well, is this what you're doing good for to fight in the cage? I don't know. I don't fight in the cage anymore. But I can tell you straight away, it will be good enough to make you survive on the streets. It will be good enough to teach you how to run fast. And run fast. And if you have like a weapon coming towards you, you are already dead. So take the most of it. You know, a bunch of motherfuckers, as you guys are not leaving a like anymore, as you guys are not interacting here anymore, I shall say it's time for Negoteta to say goodbye to you all. Thank you very much for everyone who has passed here today and has joined me for this little conversation. So what you see there is the logo of my group. Normally, you won't see it much. I don't even put the logo on my t-shirt. Time to time, when I'm in my gym, I put a shirt with the logo of the group. Okay, that's my logo. So wherever you see this logo of the saying Guardiões Brasileiros, if you see that in Brazil, that's my teacher, that's my master, that's his group. If you see it outside of Brazil, it's me. Wherever in Europe. Okay, guys, so what else you want me to tell you? I'm not going to be here all day long telling you about who I am, what I do. I believe, but some of you need a little explanation. Oops, hello, Virginia Possum. Like and subscribe. My husband Possum has said, oh, thank you very much for that, Virginia. Welcome to the crazy world of Negoteta. No, you're gonna hate me. Virginia, you're gonna hate this channel, so I will not be surprised if you want to unsubscribe very soon, because there's nothing in it. It's just a madman talking. He's just this crazy fellow who has nothing better to do than doing stupid things around, showing the place where I am as a coalman, you know, showing the job, sometimes just telling people to, yeah, ah boy. So yeah, guys, thank you very much indeed. All of you who is being part of this community here, what we have on the YouTube. As I said before, I never started it to do what I'm doing right now. It was just to show a couple of videos back on the days, okay? And then I don't know. I think I'm just getting old and I'm getting tired. And I believe in a few years' time, I won't be able to be lifting bags of coal anymore. So I'm looking for alternative ways of making a little bit of money without lifting bags and without going to the kitchen. Maybe that's why I have dedicated a little bit more in this channel. And the response is a way greater than what I was expecting. So it's going to be a little bit noisy. Oh, sorry about the noise. As I said, I never started this channel to make money. I never want to become a YouTuber. I never expect I would have 100 people following my madness. When I say my madness, I think you are the mad ones, guys, because I'm just one of the most normal guys ever, because I live the life fully without caring about what people think about me or not. I live my life, and some people say, "Oh, you're crazy." Why am I crazy? Because I live the life. So for me, my reality is a dream of a lot of people. How many of you would not like just to come here and express yourself without worrying about the consequences, because you know it will be no consequence? But the fear of whatever it is, should be the fear, is stopping you at least to express yourself, to understand who you are. I don't care what people think. People are very much worried about others' opinion. I don't care what is your opinion about me. It will not change my day at all. Okay, so if I can help you somehow, well, I'll try. I can give you a little piece of advice from experience I have had in the past. I can always say something to make you feel better. I can always, try and help as much as I can. Now, if you like what I'm doing, if you hate what I'm doing, it will make no difference in my life whatsoever. Because one thing you guys cannot take away from me is my joy of life. I don't mind. I just want to be happy, and I know I'm the only one who can go after my happiness. And the happiness is not about having money in my account all the time. That's something what would be good. That's something what everybody wants, to have money in the account. Now, if I have the money, I'm still gonna smile. If I don't have the blood money, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna steal anyone. I'm not gonna rob anyone. I just need to go to work. I just need to find the ways of making it. And thank you. I have 5 professions, which I can just choose which one I want to use all these professions to make the money which I need. But some people, they tend not to understand. Ah, guys, life. Viver e não ter a vergonha de ser feliz. Cantar e cantar e cantar a beleza de ser um eterno aprendiz. Eu sei que a vida devia ser bem melhor e será, mas isso não impede que eu repita. É bonita e é bonita. Então, se eu tenho alguma coisa para falar para qualquer pessoa, eu vou falar na hora. Não vou guardar mágoas, não vou segurar nada. Opa, tem umas gotas de sangue aqui que saiu da testa aqui. O que Oxi, o que foi isso? Pior que eu acho que deu uma paulada em mim mesmo e nem vi. Ai, pessoal, e o que eu vejo a galera dizendo, esse cara é muito doido, Nego Teta é muito louco. Sou louco de pedra. So a lot of people say, this guy is mad. I say, yes, I am. But I believe I am 110% normal. That's what I believe. That's how I see the word. Now, if you think I'm mad, but you are following me, you are listening to me, don't you think you are even crazier than what I am? Because you could be doing a lot of better things right now instead of listening to this black guy here saying all of this bullshit, which will make no difference in your life. But you have decided for this 1 hour, you're gonna waste your time listening to my monologue. Because for me, it is a monologue. I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at the phone. I'm looking to my own image in the screen. I'm talking to myself. It's like it's a session of psychology. Basically, people who go for psychology, they need to pay to somebody else to listen to them and give a piece of advice. I'm talking to myself and I'm advising myself. Do you really think I am normal? And ask yourself, if you are listening to me, if how normal are you to listen to a man who you don't even know who this person is, but you're gonna waste an hour of your day or a few minutes of your day or even though a few seconds of your day to listen to someone talking to you. You don't even know what's this person or what's this guy talking about. He's just like he's speaking his mind. That's what I'm doing. I'm speaking my mind. And you guys are not leaving a bloody like. You guys are not subscribing. What's wrong with you guys? Why you not leave a like in there? Why you not always click on the button of the like and leave a like? Or if you don't like what I'm saying, just say, look, I don't agree with you because done. Or I don't like what you are saying. Or I believe you should not speak what you're doing. You can say whatever you want. You can insult me as much as you want. I'm gonna come back to you. I will. If you insult me, I'm gonna insult you back just to see how far we can go in that conversation. But if you think you're gonna offend me, no. No. That's why I opened this channel. So we can go back to the glorious days, back on the 80s, on the 90s, where you could actually speak your mind without being worried about if someone would sue you for things what you say. The world is going mad. So if you guys don't have any questions, if you don't want to say anything else, I believe it's about time for Negoteta to let you guys go. Okay, and surely I can just pack up and go home soon. So, is there any questions you guys want to ask? You can ask now. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No questions. So thank you very much, you all, for being part once again of the project here. Thank you very much for all the help, because all of your help, guys, we made the goal of the month, which was getting 800 subscribers. So we got 800 plus now. I know a lot of these people, they will disappear. They will never come back to listen to me. There's a lot of people who came here back on the day, they never came back. I don't really see them anymore. Of course I do understand, because we are all busy and people are working. And so, but not everyone has the fortune of have such a job like I do, because I can finish work early and I can record myself while I am at work. Okay, but God bless you all, guys, from America, from Brazil, from Poland, from Portugal, from Kazakhstan, because I know some of the guys were passing here, they are from these countries, and from the United Kingdom. Okay, thank you very much, you all, guys, for spending this hour, bro, just over an hour now, bloody hell. Been 1 hour and 13 minutes. Let's make 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then I disappear from there, okay? But really appreciate it. Então, pessoal, mais uma vez, meu muito obrigado. Obrigado por me ajudar a atingir essa meta de 800 inscritos no mês de agosto, né? Já estamos com mais de 810. Você meta com o negoteta. Ó! Ainda fala que o doido sou eu. Ai, viu, velho? Ai. Vocês é que tem tempo pra perder, ficar escutando um doido aqui falando um monte de abobrinha aqui na internet aqui. Podiam estar fazendo qualquer outra coisa melhor do mundo aí. Não, vamos escutar o Negoteta. Não tem coisa melhor pra fazer? Vamos ver as palhaçadas dele, as loucuras dele, né? Bom, vocês que têm tempo mesmo pra ficar aí, então aproveitem esse tempo aí. Opa, olha, o Fábio tá aqui mandando mensagem. Já não tô vendo nenhuma mensagem aqui, Fábio. Eu não tô vendo nenhuma mensagem aqui, velho. Eu peguei o outro telefone aqui, o telefone do trabalho, só pra dar uma corrida de zóio. Aí eu tô me vendo eu mesmo falando comigo aqui sozinho, o bestão. E agora que eu vi com o Fábio, eu falei, nossa, cara, me perdoe. A última mensagem que tá aparecendo no telefone aqui é da Virgínia, né? Mas, Fabião, obrigado mesmo, meu velho. Ó, agora rumo aos 900 inscritos. Vamos ver se até o final de setembro a gente chega lá, né? Já até dando aí esse adianto aí pra galera, porque eu sei que vai sair um monte de gente mesmo. Isso aí, deixa o like, pessoal, ajuda pra caramba. Vocês nem imaginam, gente. Vocês não imaginam mesmo. Cara, muito, muito, muito obrigado a todos vocês. Ó, um beijo no coração, um abraço forte do Nego Teta. Possivelmente, né? Mais tarde eu dou mais uma passada aqui para nós dar mais uma tagarelada ali. Tempo é o que nós tem. E se não tiver tempo, nós vai tagarelando conforme o dia for passando. Se eu estiver fazendo qualquer outro Paranauê lá também, nós bota o telefone para gravar e vai distribuindo aí né, os palavreados e nós vamos trocando uma ideia. Beleza, pessoal? Por favor, deixem seu like. Vocês não sabem o quanto isso ajuda. Ajuda muito. Né? Ajuda o YouTube a esparramar, né, a nossa porcariada aí pros ares. Valeu, pessoal. Um beijo no coração, um abraço de todo mundo. Valeu! Fui!